Welcome back to another recap of 1883, Paramount Plus's prequel to the series Yellowstone. This one's going to cover episode 5, where we pick up just after this river crossing, which went about as good as we expected it to go. A lot of the pioneers made it across, some didn't. They ended up losing their wagon full of food, and it kind of ended in a somber note last week, where it started off this week as kind of a little bit of turmoil around this travel. And they're really starting to realize how difficult this journey is going to be when Shay's like, the captain's like, you haven't even gotten to anything difficult. This is as easy as it's going to get. A lot of what the focus has been so far on the show has been around the captain, Thomas, and obviously the Duttons. Everyone else is still kind of in the background to me. And then you've got the young cowboy. With this episode, we saw a lot more adversity as turmoil between the captain, the pioneers, the bandits, the pioneers, and we saw a lot kind of unfold. And then a lot of the story is still told through Elsa's eyes, and we saw her kind of attraction and love for the cowboy really start to grow. We saw Elsa and Ennis have a little bit more of a relationship connection, an emotional and physical connection in the show, to the point where it was like, it was just too happy. She was too happy, right? She's living up, she's growing up, she's starting to kind of be too positive. And this is where her mom steps in and says, I wish I could see the world through your eyes. And one day you'll see it through mine. And honestly, I thought they were going to give us a little more time. What we ended up seeing was more dysfunction inside the pioneers, again with theft, people stealing from one another, and it kind of putting a lot of the travelers at risk. And we see the captain, man, if you don't know by now, you can't steal from somebody and hang with this dude. He will straight up leave your ass, which is what he did. He left some of the pioneers behind again for stealing, and it wasn't long before the bandits showed up and came and got him. Bandits showed up, probably killed everybody, took their stuff. And at that point, we saw a little bit of the first trap set by the captain and Thomas. So they leave their leader behind. So we see them leave Yosef behind as bait, him and his wife, which was super risky. And it seems like you're just too far away to sneak up on people on horses. Just takes too long. What happens? Bandits come, they think it's easy picking. They get over there, they have themselves a good old-fashioned shootout, and in the end of it, what was the price that paid? Ennis got shot in the chest and died right there in front of Elsa, and it was just like, dude, you could have given them a little bit more time. Elsa has this talk with her mom. She decides she's going to have sex with this guy, be happy. If she has a baby, she'll raise it. He's happy. And you can kind of see all right, this could go on a little bit. And then boom, they kill him. And you're like, come on, you felt bad because Ennis was a fun character. He was like a little bit of hope. Him and Elsa were a little bit of hope. And then we saw Elsa get a glimpse of her, through her mother's eyes as she gets up, storms over to the guy that had killed him and just shot him 3-4 times. Boom, gone. And it's a pretty big turning point for her character. This journey is gonna change her and them in a lot of ways. And I think I still hold behind my statement that I think Thomas is really the character that steals the show on this one. I just like Thomas. I don't know why. I like his attitude. I like his mannerisms. I like the way he plays this character. He's just a fun character for me. I did like Ennis too, but Thomas so far is my favorite character yet on the show. So where are we going to go from here? It's going to be a hard journey, man. I don't know if anyone's going to make it. Obviously, some of the Duttons make it because there's a Yellowstone in the future. But, man, I don't know about the rest of these travelers. These pioneers, man, it's going to be tough. They are just not suited for this trip. I don't know how anyone's suited for this trip, honestly. But so far, I like the show. I think that the way it's shot and portrayed, a lot of the writing and the acting is very, very well done. And I look forward to watching more of it. I'm going to watch the Yellowstone series. I just don't know if I'm going to wait until after this one is over. It is obviously so much farther in the future. It probably doesn't really matter at this point. But I like them. I hope to see more of Billy Bob Thornton's character. I don't know if we're going to see any more Jim Courtwright come out there. Maybe not. I don't know. I'm curious to see who else they introduce into the show and where it goes from here. But so far, A+. Really enjoyed it. This episode was a lot of, I don't know, I wouldn't say it was all that action-packed. There was a lot happening. And I think it really set the tone for moving forward. It just kind of took a little bit of that happiness and was like, nah, we ain't having that. We're going to have a little bit more, it's going to be harder than it looks. It's going to be way harder than it looks to get over there. And I think they're just going to start robbing you of these little joyous moments because that's how it really was out there. But thanks for watching this clip. My recap of episode 5 of 1883. Look forward to doing another one next week for episode 6. Like and subscribe to the channel. If you want some merch, I do have some 1883 and Yellowstone merch in my store. Link is in the description. You can snag up some of those t-shirts or hoodies, and I'll see you guys in the next one.